All right, welcome back to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on your Monday morning. It's been awesome and it's only getting better. We are excited to welcome this morning a powerhouse of creativity, Celine Tshika. Hailing from the DRC and now making waves in Cape Town, she is a true triple threat in the entertainment industry, excelling as a filmmaker, an actress and content creator. And known, of course, for her sharp wit and unique blend of musical comedy, she is carving out her very own lane in the comedy scene. Before we chat to her, have a look at this.
Are you depressed or is it just C-A-P-I-T-A-L-I-S? That I-N-D-individual-I-S-ism. Your basic rights keep getting monetized. You now subscribe to what you used to buy. You're watching life, the global rhymes with side. Your dishes pile and your room's a mess. Oh, whoa, this is...
It's a Lego. It's got to be a Lego. You stepped on a Lego. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Celine. She's in the house.
Celine, welcome,
Yay.
welcome.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you're sitting laughing at your own stuff. And that is what a comic needs to be able to do. We love you, and we love the fact that you're getting this kind of traction. You're coming after the world order, really, but with a smile on your face. It's got to be feeling pretty good when you start hitting a million views for the content that you're creating, because as much as you've got a message and you've got all these wonderful things around you, you've still got to make this thing land and work well.
Yeah.
Why do you think this was so successful? Because surely you're looking for the algorithm yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect it to take off this much. But I think we are very aware of mental health online. There are a lot of more conversations about it. And I think I didn't realize at the time, because I wrote it like a year ago, that this is like the biggest global election year in history, one of the biggest. And so a lot of people...
was this great.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at the time, but I think a lot of people are plugged into politics a lot more, and they're thinking about, you know, what kind of system and society they want to live in. So I think this just resonated at the right time.
And people are doing it for themselves, which is great. You know, I always talk about the purpose-driven lens, but it's that shift has been because young people are looking for content creators that match them and finding out for themselves, which is great.
Yeah, and able to convey a message that we understand.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to politics, sometimes it goes completely over our heads.
Exactly,
But we need people like you to put out that content in a way that we can consume it and understand it. Okay, this is how we can actually go about making changes. But you, Celine, are making changes in your own life. You are carving your way forward. You are doing so well. DRC born, Joburg raised, Cape Town based.
Yeah.
You've got so much to pull from. Do you use all of these backgrounds, places where you were born, raised, live now, as part of who you are in terms of your comedy? And how do you do that? Because you do it so well.
Thank you. I definitely do. I think that, you know, having a Congolese background, parents, and growing up in the diaspora has connected me with a lot of different people from different kinds of African countries. And so I think that I just connect with a lot more identities in that way. And so that does influence my humor, because it influences my view on the world. I tend to think a lot more broadly in terms of what's funny, what's going to resonate with me, what would resonate with my cousins or, you know, people I went to church with, you know, growing up, and what would resonate now with people where I live right now. So I think that does allow me to connect with just a lot more people. So.
Who's the funniest? Where does your sense of humor actually come from, if you had to give it a label?
Oh, that is a good... It's just mostly immigrant humor. I think it's like
I'm sorry that I made you say that.
No, really, it is.
I love that.
It's like immigrant parents. I mean, I relate to all of those. Like, no matter who is talking about their immigrant parents.
That's a global village.
It is
right
just
there.
a global...
Oh, I love that. You've found, you know, when Ewan speaks about the accessibility of how you have made these big things, and you deal with some pretty heavy stuff, but you just make it so light and it lands beautifully, and the music plays a beautiful kind of part of that. How did you arrive at that? Was it always going to be a part of your content creation and how you get your comedy out there, or, you know,
we're talking about finding that algorithm.
There we
it
go.
Seems like with the kind of musical comedy and the commentary, you kind of hit a mark there that I think is a really good balance.
Beautiful balance.
Thank you. I think musical comedy was always in the works. I think around 2021 is when I first contacted that producer, Michaela, that I work with, and I told her, like, I want to do something like musical comedy, and I just hadn't figured it out yet. But I think that with the humor, with landing, the musical comedy, finding that balance between this is really sad and this is funny just comes down to delivery. You know, that video works because the music sounds so happy and I have the smile on our face and everyone's
just such a serious,
but oh my gosh, this is quite hectic.
Because we get to see firsthand, we get to wake up with that reality every single day. Therein lies why we need the humor to take the edge off. You're amazing. I say that all the time. You're amazing. This speaks to a different level of creativity and maybe shows us an arc towards the future. Talk us through that project and what you want to do now that you've got the kind of traction that you have.
I made this last year. It's a comedy sketch short film. And I think it's just, at this point, I was just making fun of how, like, typically women, we tend to not take compliments. And, you know, we get into this. I thought, what is the most extreme version of this? It's just take it far. And this becomes a bar fight. You will accept my praise.
But I mean, the film is doing well. I mean,
thank you. Yes.
It's going to be a screening at the Fame Shorts Film Festival next month in Cape Town, as well as the London Pan-African Film Festival. Once again, you get something, or you did something that resonates with people. I think that is the ultimate success story when you're creating content that resonates with people. But being an actor, filmmaker, was this always part of the bigger picture for you? Because here you have comedy, you've got so many different aspects to who you are.
Yes and no. I think I started out studying acting, and that was just what I was going to do. I was going to be an actress who could sing, you know, and that was it. And then we did a filmmaking course, so that introduced me to screenwriting, and then I made a web series, and I thought, oh, I like this comedy writing thing. And so I think it just allows me to be able to do both, because now I don't have to like wait for an acting job to do something fun.
You can produce your own.
Yes. As exhausting as that is, for some reason I keep doing it. And it was just really fun to do, to just make fun of myself. It was actually the co-star as well who, we had this real compliment fight. And I was like, this would be an amazing sketch.
Let's take it to a level 10.
Let's make it ridiculous.
And it is a little bit ridiculous, and we love it. You're going to fit right in here on the set. I think you're going to find an energetic match. Please don't call yourself an influencer. Call yourself a filmmaker, actress, writer, producer, because I think people forget what goes on behind the scenes to create content like this. You didn't just pick up a cell phone and start shooting it. It's informed by an incredible journey to get to that point.
Thank you.
What is next? What is the next project? Because we kind of get the feeling now that it's going to turn to gold.
No pressure. I really love this journey. I really keep doing this. So I do have another skit coming out tomorrow, a new song.
Nice.
Yes, unfortunately, it is social commentary again. I am so sorry. I will get back to the silly, stupid, fun, meaningless music, or maybe I never will. Who knows?
Maybe the world needs a little more social commentary, girl. Let's be absolutely clear about that. Absolutely incredible. We'll keep all of your details up on our socials.
Thank you.
Well, forever, because we know a good thing when we see it. Go and check out some of her skits if you can, just if you need to brighten up your day, and also just maybe expand your perspective just a little bit.
Thank you.